So the next one I want to talk about is going to be a chatterbait, okay? Chatterbaits are phenomenal during the winter. They're phenomenal during the spring. If you know what you're doing, they're phenomenal year-round. I've caught more fish this year off a chatterbait than I have any other year. It's one of my favorite techniques to use, period, because I can cover a lot of water and a lot of the bites are super aggressive. But a lot of people like to throw the jackhammer this time of year, and there's nothing wrong with that. You'll catch tons of fish like that, but I typically, personally, get more bites off of something like the Evo or something like that, something that swims more straight, and your trailer has a lot to do with it, okay? It's not that you can't get a jackhammer to swim straight. You obviously can by changing the trailer, but we're dealing with winter clean, clear water. The turnover's done. The water's clean, clear. You can see, you know, 10, 15 foot down, further in some instances. I don't need heavy vibration, okay? I just need the fish to see the bait, and I need the bait to look natural. So I like going with something like the Evo or something like Bravalo Strutter Blade, I think that's what it's called. Something that's gonna swim more straight, more streamlined, okay? Because I can slow this bait down a whole lot. And when I bump into stuff, I can pause that bait. Every now and again, I can kind of jig it. That's one of the things with a chatterbait that's really cool. Don't forget, it is a jig. It is a type of jig. It is a vibrating jig. A lot of times on these points and stuff, you can take and cast this bait out, let it fall, hit bottom, and pull that bait up like you're kind of pulling a jig up, okay? Let that bait vibrate, let it flutter down. And a lot of times, a fish will see that, they will pull to it, and as you pick that bait up and it goes to fall, they'll slam it as soon as it starts to go down. One of the trailers that I really like to use is that Yamamoto shad. It's just tight. It stays real tight, but any kind of fluke style trailer is going to be more predominant than a swim bait type trailer most of the time. If I'm dealing with muddy water for some reason, then I like going with the swim bait trailer. More vibration, it's a lot easier for the fish to find the bait. I like keeping all my colors very natural. If fish are chasing shad, I go with my shad colors, especially if I can catch those fish. If I do not see or cannot find fish that are chasing shad, then I like going with those more natural colors like the robo worm that I showed you earlier today, or like this chatterbait right here. We've got the chartreuse, and then we've got the kind of bluegill pattern skirt on here, so it kind of mimics the bluegill very well.